Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. Before we start, I just want to say a big thank you to absolutely everyone who has subscribed, because we have finally gone past our 250 subscribers. So a huge thank you to everyone. The panelists that always come on, RJ who hosts, Ross who's been making thumbnails when we started, absolutely everyone. Sauls has been a huge help to me, as well as RJ, Dom. There's too many names to even go through, but a big up to absolutely everyone. And most importantly, you lot, the people who subscribe and watch our content on a daily basis. And you are going to love what we have in plan for you for the Euros. So you do not want to miss out. These boys have just got a glimpse of what we're doing. A glimpse. The thumbnails are buzzing as well. So much coming up. And obviously, Southgate, if you don't take Mason Greenwood, he is in the thumbnail, so I will be hiring Roman's hitman for you, and that will end badly for you. So you take Mason Greenwood, you're safe. Don't take Mason Greenwood, we may never see you again. That is all I am saying. And actually, we'll just drop you off to a Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and you can be their manager, because I would love to see dirty Southgate football at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. My dad would be absolutely dying. My dad will probably never speak to me again if that was to happen. But big up to Velvishram in the comments. Russ saying, what is this title? I thought Tuchel said today everyone is fit. Well, Kante has been struggling with his Achilles. Now, last time I checked, if you're struggling with your Achilles, it might not be the greatest idea to be playing. But there could be, Kante could be out of the FA Cup final, which would be very, very bad for Chelsea. Val saying, me and Trent about to pull up at Southgate's house. Well, we love to see that. We absolutely love to see that.
What you do, Val, when your own time is yours.
How are we all doing, guys?
Got
two finals to look forward to. Should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
Not good about that, but not good for beating ourselves against Arsenal. We literally lost against ourselves. Not good about that.
Yeah, no, I hear that, and we will talk about that game against Arsenal, because it was not a good one. Russ saying, so basically you've baited me, for fuck's sake. There is never a baited title. All of it comes out with some sort of truth about it. So if I say Mason Greenwood's joining Plymouth Argyle, there will be some truth around that. That could be truth in my head or truth in the media. But this one's in the media. It's why Kante won't playing against Arsenal. But let's talk Arsenal, shall we, for a little bit. You resurrected the Munda Lampard, which put me in a very, very bad mood, and multiple other things. You also lost to him under Tuchel. You've let Arteta beat you twice, which is that I think is more humiliating. The fact that you've let Mikel Arteta beat you. But before we get your views on this, Mason Greenwood saying, can I join you, Velvishran? I would also like to pull up at Ollie's house. Mason is fuming at Ollie for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's because Ollie's not playing in every single game. Isn't that right, Mason? You need to be playing every single game, because Mason Greenwood is the best striker. And in fact, fuck it, Mason Greenwood's best player in the world. Mbappe, please come outside. Velvishran saying, sure, Mason. But Andrew, I'll start with you. You let Arteta beat you again, which was not great.
No. Yeah, I think we were just in the season of giving, aren't we? This season, you know, when we see someone in trouble, we just like to give them a handout. Charity FC. Charity begins at home, so they beat us at home.
Yes.
So yeah. No. I was very disappointed in that game. You can see my reaction on the reaction video the other day that were on this channel. Yeah, it was a very disappointing performance overall. We we were not good. We were not clinical. We were lacking intensity, and but all these gunners that will have you make you believe that we were like peppering their goal when they were clearing off the line, and Leno was making 13 world-class saves or anything. It's not the case. We were just completely and utterly useless in the second half. Should have been at least 1-2 goals up by the first half, but it didn't happen. But yeah, they beat us again. Not great preparation, not great for us, because now we have to win the next 2 league games, which wasn't not supposed to happen. We're supposed to beat Arsenal, then we could even rest and hopefully beat Leicester and then rest in the last home game. But now we've actually got to the last game. Now we've actually got to play our full team just in case. So very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yes, 100%. What have we got here? It was just one of those games where everything seemed to go wrong. Mason saying I should have been starting over Grandad Edison. He pocketed by bloody Reece Williams. Velsh fans loving it. But Chris, you allowed Mikel Arteta, the most fraudulent manager in world football, beat you. Like, what the fuck was that about?
Okay, we did let him beat us, but like for me,
Twice.
we lost against us. Yeah, I know. Like it's one of those things. Like it's painful like to lose to Arsenal twice. We haven't actually lost at home since 2012 or 2011, like the year we won the Champions League anyway. But we what's it called? Yeah, we just played against ourselves in that game. I felt like we was missing good chances. We hit the post like 2 times in that game. We pretty much scored an own goal, I would say, because Jorginho's when he passed it towards the net. It wasn't okay. A lot of people blame Kepa for that. I don't blame Kepa for that goal, but I blame Zuma a bit, and I blame Jorginho because those two was like Zuma was holding the ball too long and didn't know what to do with it, and then he passed to Jorginho, and then Jorginho got pressed and literally passed it towards his own goal. So we literally made like gave Arsenal a free goal, and they just parked the bus. Rightly so, anyway. Like, take the 3 points in the day. And that's what they should do. But yeah, like it's just a miserable game. But I'm not gonna be super mad if we go and win against Leicester twice in a row now. If we do that and like react well, I'll be a bit better then after that. So yeah, like yeah. I don't know how we let Arsenal beat us twice. So yeah, it's one of those things.
No,
I hope next season we don't end up on a loss again, because I don't know. Arsenal officially become our bogey team.
Arteta's just such a fraud. Mohamed El Neni saying it wasn't Arteta, it was all me. I showed the Chelsea midfield levels. This is such a load of shit. Everyone blaming Zuma. It wasn't a good pass from him, but come off it. Jorginho literally passed it into the middle of his own fucking net without looking up. Yeah, it looked like Jorginho decided to become blind for about 3 minutes. Mason saying couldn't do nothing against me, El Neni.
Can I respond to that comment of the Zuma thing? Hey, I wasn't really. I wasn't really blaming Zuma that much. And if people know me, I like Zuma a lot. I think he's the best out of the 3 defenders. But Zuma could have passed it to Chilwell. He could have passed it to Kepa sooner, and he just didn't. I blamed him a tiny bit. I don't blame him fully. I blame it on Jorginho too a bit more, because Jorginho is a good passer and everything, and he didn't look up and didn't look for Kepa or nothing. So that's what I was saying about it. I didn't really blame Zuma massively.
Yeah, no, I do hear that indeed. What else have we got here? Velshwan saying, but Russ, Zuma had 1 hour to pass it to fucking Chilwell. He did. I understand. I've just seen a lot of people blaming Zuma, and you could argue the same for Jorginho. He could have done a million other things with the ball except what he did. Yeah, I think Tuchel probably took him into a dressing room, smacked him about a bit, probably told him where to play the ball next time and to tell him how to pass, because Jorginho was, oh my days. You're always taught, don't pass it between the sticks. It's always going to end badly. And he decided to do the opposite to what you're taught as a kid. When I say taught as a kid, I mean I was taught that as a kid when I played football. So,
but
Daniel, what did you make of losing to the most fraudulent manager in world football?
To be honest, I know this is going to be an outrageous statement. I am not shocked because I knew that was going to be our downfall because we aren't clinical enough. And I knew eventually it was going to happen. We were going to lose to somebody. Because we ain't
Daniel.
clinical.
Yeah.
Chris, what? You know, I said.
Say, yeah. Are you gonna say this so if we lose the finals, you go expect it?
I think we'll win. I think we'll fight.
Yeah, but we're not clinical, are we?
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, like it's just one of those games, wasn't it? Like it just went clinical that day. Like we're not a clinical team, but we do normally get a goal at least.
Yeah,
I don't.
We do normally get a goal.
That's the only thing I can say. Because I hate losing to Arsenal. That's the worst thing. Because everyone who I work, most people who I work with are Arsenal fans, and you know.
But that's fun.
I don't like losing.
It's not easy. It's not easy. But Mikel Arteta is still the most fraudulent manager in world football. Bell saying Jorginho could potentially be a Liverpool legend. Thoughts? It's okay, Valve. You also have a fraudulent manager. I'm coming at everyone today. Kepa actually did everything right. If you're receiving the ball from a defender, you're supposed to stand in the side of your goal just in case you make a mistake. Exactly.
Keepers move around.
In fact, the fact that Kepa was even able to get there, keep the ball out the net, would have been an indirect free kick if Arsenal was caught for handball. But I suppose what can they do from an indirect free kick when you've got 11 players stood between the ball and the goal net?
Yeah.
Like, not an awful lot, can you?
You know why people blame Kepa? It's just an easy scapegoat because no one really likes Kepa. I'm not like Kepa's biggest fan either, but Kepa didn't deserve any blame for that goal for me. Like he was very.
Guess what? If that was Mendy, it's going in the net as well. Nothing.
I don't know. I thought Kepa could have easily saved that with his head, and then done a little scorpion thing over Aubameyang's head and booted it out for a throw-in 50 yards up the field. I'm only just suggesting. You know, come on.
Oh yes, of course.
But does
Well, sending off because he denied a goal scoring opportunity. Nah.
What?
Don't think it would have been that. Although I'm not impressed he's starting tomorrow. Is he starting tomorrow? Is he?
Apparently he's starting tomorrow. Yeah. Apparently Tuchel said he started him on Wednesday to get him minutes and prepared for the final. So
he's played in every FA Cup game.
He's playing every one. Yeah,
so
playing every one.
He deserves to play in the final. Yeah,
he does.
I'm not one for sentiment. I played myself.
But Mendy will play Champions League game. Leicester are a bit shit anyway, so you should be able to keep Kepa in goal.
I actually don't think Kepa's done that bad under Tuchel though.
Yeah, I actually think he's been quite.
I'm trying to say about Zuma, man. Does Zuma trust Kepa? That's why he didn't pass it back to him.
Well, Kepa can kick with the ball. So
but
he can probably kick better than Zuma.
If Zuma didn't pass the ball back because he doesn't trust Kepa, then that says a lot more about Zuma than Kepa. Because at the end of the day, you have to trust the players that are picked by the manager. So what if Zuma doesn't trust Kepa, then he doesn't trust Tuchel making the changes?
Yeah, no, but Zuma can't pass the ball anyway that well himself anyway. So I don't think passing to Kepa is like an issue for him because he knows Kepa can actually kick the ball out.
Yeah,
normally.
No, 100%. Val saying Blues fans TV was all blaming Kepa. Well, they know nothing about football. Russ saying, I get that. He's got us to a final, but it's a final. You should be starting your strongest 11. I expect to see Tammy Abraham up front now. He is your strongest striker. He's got the most goals. I play Tammy over Timo. James Murphy saying, big up to yourself, James. If you are new though, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. James saying, don't write off Leicester. Sure, they got a lucky win against the reserve United team, but they're good. They've got enough quality to cause an upset tomorrow and on Tuesday. Indeed. But you're Chelsea. You have Tuchel. They have Brendan Rodgers. I rate Brendan Rodgers, but Tuchel is better, and you have better players. I agree with Andrew. There's no time for sentiment in a final.
For me, about the Leicester game anyway, like if they do go for the win and stuff, obviously I feel like Leicester pretty much wanted it more now. It's gonna come down to that. Who wants the FA Cup more? Because Leicester got pretty much fight. Sorry.
It's their first
I was
final
gonna
in
say-
over 50 years. That's why. It
Yeah,
might mean more to Leicester as well.
Yeah, like it's going to mean a lot to Leicester. Like winning the FA Cup is huge for them as well. Like winning the Premier League, they won the Premier League, and if they win the FA Cup, then they've got another trophy to add to their place. So yeah, like it'd be huge for Leicester.
I hear that. I do hear that completely. Now, top four. Just quickly, how angry are you with Manchester United?
Not angry with them at all.
Yeah,
Andrew,
the thing is,
you should be absolutely raging.
no.
You should be.
Are you sure that they hate us more? Sure, they hate us more than Liverpool. You sure?
No,
No,
because
he means in terms of what their losses
They lost.
this week. Their losses.
But
this
the
week.
thing is, what's it called? It's our fault anyway. End of the day, we should just worry about ourselves mainly.
Yeah, it's our fault.
And
I know.
we can't rely on teams like Man United and stuff to save us. Like it has to be us. End of the day.
No,
But it obviously is annoying to see United lose. But like, I want the Liverpool to win. But like, end of the day, I can't be annoyed at another club because they failed first. It's like me putting a stick between my bike and getting mad at someone else because someone made my bike or something like that because it fell out, it broke. I don't know.
I'm mad at us.
I'm
We've
blaming
drawn with Leeds. We've drawn with Southampton.
Yeah, but Andrew, you should be on your way with about 62 eggs, about 70 bags of flour ready to egg that place. Eggs and flour.
I know what you're trying to do. And in the spirit of banter, yes, I'm mad at Manchester United. But it's our fault. Chris is right. I mean, Wednesday. That's why I was so mad Wednesday. Arsenal was a side pine. If we lost to anyone, I still would have shown the same madness because it's like an opportunity to cement us, not like wholly, but further. It gives us a better chance. We don't have to worry about Liverpool. Because we can't slip up basically. A draw for Leicester next Tuesday is a good result for Leicester. It's a bad result for us if they draw against the Bridge. We have to beat Leicester. We can't afford to draw against them. So it makes me mad that we lost the other night because we could then have afforded to draw against Leicester on the Tuesday after a cup final. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've done the reverse. We should have lost to City and beaten Arsenal, but we've done the reverse. We've beaten City. And think about now. Think how important that Man City victory is now. If we'd drawn against City, we'd be up shit creek. We'd be up shit creek at this moment in time. That's how important that victory was against Man City. Yeah, so it's all down to us. Yeah, it's all down to us. United are fine. They got top four. They can do whatever they want. They don't need a point anyway to finish second against Fulham or Wolves. Even they can do that. Do you know what I mean? So,
but it would be funny if they lost both games though.
He has to play Mason Greenwood
place,
for him.
Yeah, he'll play Mason. I think he'll play Mason Greenwood.
He has to play him in both games.
Good player.
And he's got to just give the boy the captain's armband because I saw more leadership when he came onto the pitch than I did in the entire 60 minutes previous than that.
Yeah.
So, whatever Greenwood wants, Greenwood gets, in my opinion. If I was manager of United, he'd get a bumper contract just for turning up to training. But Chris, what about you? Are you slightly pissed off at United?
No, I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm just annoyed at the result, Navy, but I'm not annoyed at United like them because end of the day, talking about that game. End of the day, Ollie actually messed up as well in that game because he literally brings on Matic at 85 minutes to go attacking a bit more when it's losing 3-2.
That's not why I think he's fucked up the game. I think he's fucked up the game by not playing Greenwood. The one guy who's in the best form of his life at the moment. Is mad.
I'd be annoyed. Who I'm annoyed at? I'm annoyed at frigging Luke Shaw for that third goal. He's dribbling out from the centre back position and just loses it like nothing. He doesn't even get challenged properly. He just runs in. He runs forward and he loses control of the ball. He just runs in.
Nah, that was Wan-Bissaka, wasn't it?
No, it was Luke Shaw. Watch again.
The Luke Shaw one.
It's Luke Shaw goes in the middle and starts dribbling. And then it's not as if he's even tackled. I think he pushes the ball too far. It goes to the Liverpool player and he just runs past it. It's just mad. So
Velv saying the fans will be there. That could have a positive effect.
Yes, it could.
That That could be very important.
Yeah, we've got fans.
Leicester have never won the FA Cup before. I
never
think.
won it. Never won it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been to a final. I think.
Ross saying very useless fucks had one job. I think if Leicester won the cup and finished top 4, it would be on par with 2016. Not bigger than 2016, but up there in terms of a fantastic achievement.
No,
it would be.
No.
It would be the second biggest achievement in their history.
Yeah. It will never be on par. It will never be on par with winning the Premier League.
Because they finished first in the Premier League.
Imagine, Andrew, would you rather win Premier League or FA Cup? I wonder what you're going to pick.
I see what he's saying though. I do get what he's saying though.
It's because
listen, I would say it's obviously the biggest. Just on the par where it's not on the same level.
Yeah,
it's second. It's up there. It's definitely the second best. It's definitely the second best in Leicester's.
I get what everyone's saying. Chelsea need to remain focused, otherwise there's danger. The hard work Tuchel has done gets undone at the last hurdle.
Yep, absolutely.
Very true.
Absolutely.
But to Chelsea fans, if say Chelsea didn't win the cups, didn't finish top 4, does Tuchel stay on? Would you be angry? How would you reflect on that?
See, I was actually talking about that with Kai in the Discord earlier. It'd be such a depressing season if we did all that. Like, just imagine how well we've been doing, and we literally, I don't know, flop at the very end, and don't get Champions League next season. So I can't think about Champions League for next season. Don't get any trophies, and it'd just be very depressing, I would say. But I wouldn't blame it all on Tuchel because, end of the day, Tuchel's the main reason why we're here. He is the main reason. And I feel like it'd be probably the players balling a little bit because they can't finish their chances normally. So for me, it'd be like that. It'd be depressing.
Yeah. No, I hear that. What about you, Andrew?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, because it's the epitome of our season, really, wouldn't it? It'd be like the roller coaster ride of this season. I mean, obviously, if this is on paper a blanket statement, I'd be disappointed. Obviously, context comes into everything, but I mean, it would be a real disappointment since because we've worked so hard to get ourselves back into the top 4 in a position of cementing it, and then we go mess it up first on Wednesday, and then FA Cup finals are strange. There's no, you don't trust them forming FA Cup finals, and we we've seen Wigan beat Man City 8 years ago. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things essentially. But Champions League final. We're the underdogs, so everyone's expecting City to beat us. So if they beat us, then it's not a real surprise, is there? Really?
I must be the only one that puts Chelsea favourites in that game.
Well, I put it as a 50-50 final. City. I know some of our players haven't been.
I put it as a 60-40.
But City haven't been at all. So
I put Chelsea as firm favourites because the way you play, Pep just has no answers to it. But Daniel, how would you? What do you think on the comment?
I don't know, because at the start of the season, did we expect to be in the top 4 FA Cup final and Champions League?
Yes.
Maybe not the final.
Maybe not the Champions League final, but definitely an FA Cup final and top 4.
I said it from way back. Again, Champions League final, winning it. I've been expecting this.
But most normal Chelsea
season,
most normal Chelsea fans would have assumed an FA Cup final top 4 would
title race. I was expecting a title race.
I was kind of expecting that.
But did you expect it under Lampard though? That's the thing.
Yes, I did. I did expect it. Yeah,
Lampard gave me that faith.
They gave me that faith by giving him £259 million to spend in the summer. So
I do hear that. Russ saying, at the same time, hopefully Arsenal is a good wake-up call to a team that they can't be complacent. I would rather have lost that game than have that sort of performance in either of the finals. Mason saying, I'm making sure we lose our games to get Ollie and Glazers out. Just come to our goal, Mason. You'll be much happier.
Why would you get Ollie out? He's the one that gave you your break, Mason. Why would you get Ollie out?
Yeah. Mason, Mason, instead of just paying Ollie a visit, just come join Plymouth Argyle Football Club and put on the green shirt because you'd look absolutely beautiful in green. The Dustu Shaw tries to nutmeg in the box. Val saying, well done, Trent and Mason. Our job here is done. Now let's pay Ollie a visit. Now, just Val, just drop him back. Just drop him off at home park, and we'll get the contract.
Val, you do know Niall's going to have to hand this to the police and evidence on your trial. You know that, as you're like stating on what you're doing. They can actually track you in real time of what you've done. You know that, Val. Stop doing this, for God's sake.
Val, just as I say, drop him off to home park, and all is good. James saying, I'm probably one of the few that feels that Lampard should have been given more time, but I blame Chelsea for appointing him, knowing he was inexperienced. He needed more time. Yeah. I don't think Chelsea could afford him any more time. But he did get more time. He did get more time. He should have got sacked on December 27th after the Arsenal game when we lost 3-1. So he did get more time. It just wasn't happening. So, you know. Yeah. It's one of them, isn't it? That's why you got to take sentiment. I know it's very hard for some people. You got to take sentiment out of it. You know. No,
I
do hear
and
that.
Do you know what we've sacked? We've sacked greater managers than that we shouldn't have sacked. So.
Yeah. No, I hear that. So the next question I've got for you guys: 3 players that need to go. Name your 3 players that absolutely need to go.
I already got one in mind straight away.
Yeah, me too. Need to go. Okay.
Whilst you're thinking about that, Valve saying, "Don't worry, we'll destroy Ollie and I'll drop Mason off." Excellent. We love to see it.
I've got my 3 there.
Right. Who are they?
Alonso, Emerson, and Tammy. They need to go.
I got
my 3.
I think they will. Yeah.
What about you, Chris? What about you?
Alonso can definitely go first. Then Drinkwater, and then Tammy. We don't need Drinkwater on that book.
Do you know? I forgot we even still had Drinkwater. That's what I didn't throw my list.
He was second or fourth.
Absolutely have to.
Drinkwater can leave as well. He's just playing against under 21s.
What a waste.
Or under 16s. I don't know.
If they do the 23s and kick that top
he's
player.
He's on like nearly. I think he's on like 100k a week around there as well. Like
is that? Do you think Danny Drinkwater can be a Chelsea legend?
Chelsea legend? Is he playing any games?
I don't know what you mean Chelsea legend. Just because it
more of a Leicester
water.
legend.
Can I just say now that was a summer. That and the 2015 summer is some of the worst transfer buying I've ever seen at any club. He was part of that Zappacosta, Bakayoko, Morata summer that we bought. That was atrocious that summer. Absolutely atrocious. £35 million. Which nowadays doesn't sound a lot, but when you're talking about Danny Drinkwater, you might as well add a freaking 0 on the end of it. Because that's how much we overpaid for him.
Chelsea actually made me pissed off that time as well. Because I was such a grease, and it somehow made me pissed off when I seen Danny Drinkwater signed for Chelsea. I think, what the hell has happened?
That was the time everyone turned on Marina for a bit, didn't they? I'm sure they did.
Yeah, I don't know why you like Drinkwater. Mason saying, yes, Valve, let's go. But even if Tuchel didn't win the cups and finish outside before and got sacked, that's a revolving door model. Seems to work quite well for Chelsea. I think he'd be given another season to fully implement his ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still handling Frank Lampard's.
Well, I think him as 2-year deal.
Bell saying, how cute, Fed and McTominay are guarding Ollie. Oh, well, anyway.
You know what? You'll get through them easily, then you'll get through them.
Yeah, I've said that.
Yeah, just go through the middle, mate. Just go through the middle.
Yeah. The garden, but they're that far apart. They're like 80 foot apart.
So you wouldn't want to sell Drinkwater first or Victor Moses? Jesus.
I didn't.
I said Drinkwater.
Russ, I forgot we still had Drinkwater and Moses.
Big up to Usher, who is.
You didn't say who I wanted to sell. That's why.
Well, yeah, but I will. I'm just going through the fucking comments.
I know.
Get your knickers out of your ass crack. Usher saying, don't we need someone before we sell Alonso and Emerson? Well, you'd assume that if you sell them to you'd buy a replacement. Exactly. But if you are new to the channel, and you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. We've actually gone past the 250 mark, so it'd be buzzing if we can get even more. If we can get some more people on there, that would be amazing. James saying Champions League final is too close. Cool. As well, City have been the best in the Premier Champions League at times. When they've lost or looked off colour, they've been exposed glaringly. Chelsea have experience at the pitch of Porto, though, so that might help. City seemingly haven't adapted well to wider Wembley pitch.
If you're saying, sorry, James may have to clarify this for me. If you're saying we've had experience at the pitch because we played Porto this season, remember both those legs were at Sevilla, not Porto's stadium itself.
Yeah, it was at Sevilla, yeah.
And we might have played there like a very long time ago. I think over 10 years or something like that. So, but yeah, James will have to clarify that for me. That's why I said it.
Yeah,
he might be.
No, I hear
Porto.
that. But City, look, they're not the greatest team of the planet, are they?
I've always said this to you now. I don't
before
fear
you
them.
said it.
I don't fear this City team. They're more machine-like, aren't they? Than like as like flair and everything like that. And that's probably more that probably makes them more dangerous, really. But I don't fear them as much.
Yeah,
so. It's one of them, really. But Dan, what about you? Who are your three to go?
3. It's more than 3, but okay. I'd say Ross Barkley because he's just not a Chelsea player. Alonso and Danny Drinkwater.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
We've got a lot of people, haven't we?
Yes,
You
we have, yeah.
Yes, I assume Chelsea played at
Yeah,
I forgot it was Sevilla.
Yeah.
Ross saying, I have a question for the panel. Would you sell Ruben this summer? Would you sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek?
Yes. I would have him off, but if people want him to stay. If they want to keep him, but I know Ruben's done.
Yeah, the only person that matters is if Tuchel wants him to stay. The only thing I have an issue is that he's not even pulling up trees at Fulham. You know what I mean? He's not even starting, and I know he's had this devastating injury. We are going on 2 years after the injury now. It affects people differently, right? We have no, Achilles can be a career-ending injury. Achilles.
Of course.
I don't know. See, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of Fulham. I don't know what the situation there, why he's not playing a lot, or what the issue is. Tuchel's gonna listen. Tuchel might surprise a lot of people by who he retains next summer in the squad. Looking at the loan signings, Ruben Loftus-Cheek might be one. If he doesn't, then you got to sell him. Barkley though, Barkley.
I remember.
Barkley has got to go.
Yeah,
Barkley.
I remember.
To go.
Yeah, definitely Barkley.
Yeah, definitely Barkley.
Do you remember his debut? Do you remember his debut in Champions League as well? Like, just looking at him in a while, like, look how much potential I thought.
That injury has ruined him. His career potentially, because he was on the verge of bursting out at Chelsea. He was that midfielder who was he was so physical and ran and had the pace and he had the skill as well, and he was scoring goals as well. He could score headers. Remember, he scored in the semi-final. It was a shame, isn't it? He scored in the semi-final of Europa League. Do you know what I mean? He scored in that semi-final, and
sometimes these injuries just have mad
it's just a curse, isn't it? It's like it's just mad.
James saying, what is happening with fans attending the game? I hear on the one hand fans can only attend the same day and return, but now the requirements have changed for the fans.
You wait for doing it day by day, aren't they? You wait for changing things day by day.
I personally don't have a clue. I suppose it's one of them. And
I heard if you go there and then leave on the same day, you don't have to do a quarantine or something like that. But I don't know if that's changed. Yeah. But how would you do that? Imagine your team won the Champions League and then you got to go, no, screw that, I'm not celebrating. I've got to get to the airport and get out of this country.
Yeah.
It's mad.
It wouldn't work.
Whoever wins going to stay there for like quite a while.
Yeah.
Well, they'll just stay there for a week or something, won't they? They'll saying, okay, Niall, I'm dropping Mason off at Argyle and Surfer opened the door. I'm dropping off the body at your house.
First of all, if you know where I live, there's a restraining order coming your way, first of all. Second of all, beware of dogs. Not dogs, beware of dogs. Okay?
Dogs.
Yeah? And you seen Game of Thrones, Velbashan? Those are those dogs that Ramsay owns.
Oh,
You know
you've
what I
got Fred and McTominay in your house.
They are lazy.
Mason-
I admit that. Yeah.
Mason Green was saying, big up the Argyle. Absolutely, big up the Argyle. I'm hearing as well the Super Cup final is being switched from Belfast to Istanbul.
Balls. Not right now. Surely not. Really?
I won't have it in Belfast.
Oh,
Why is it
that
in
really-
Belfast?
well, no, because by the time the Super Cup's played, all
I
restrictions.
suppose
should-
August, September,
mo-
something like that.
mostly.
Yeah.
Apparently,
just
they might
put it-
move the Champions League final the next year to it because they didn't do
Just-
it the last time.
Well, yeah, but Istanbul will get the next Champions
Yeah,
League
they'll
final.
get it, yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
they won it fair and square. Everything will just get put back a year. So Istanbul had it this year. England were meant to have it in 2023, so we'll have it in 2024.
Yeah.
Everything will just get put back 1 year. That's the way they'll do it.
I really wanted it at the Spurs Stadium, though. I really wanted it at the Spurs Stadium.
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious. How much could we realistically get for Ruben, Ross Barkley, Alonso, Drinkwater, Moses, Zappacosta, Ampadu, Batshuayi, Bakayoko? Is there anyone else on that list you wouldn't sell or you'd add? I think you should potentially keep Ampadu, give
Yes.
him a loan.
Yeah.
Give him a loan at, let's say, a Brighton, a Villa, or one of them teams of that ilk,
Yeah.
and then assess him after that,
Yeah.
because he is a quality player.
He is.
I just think he's been at Sheffield United, and then
Yeah, I don't. That's what I mean. I really don't. I really now want the club to focus on who they loan their players out to. Championship teams are fine for the first one, and then build them up to Premier League team. But when it comes to Premier League team, really think about it, because Conor Gallagher went to West Brom this year, right?
Yeah.
I do not know how well that's going to serve Conor Gallagher. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, if he goes out on loan again, like you say, get him to a Brighton, get him to a West Ham, get him to a Villa, get him to a Leeds, something like that, where you know that they're going to lose games, but they're not realistically on paper right now going to be facing a relegation issue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, just get them there just so they can, Ross Bark, how much are we going to get from this? What do you reckon? I think we get over
Same amount that Kitty is 150. Is it 150?
I think we get at least 100 million. I think for all those players.
I think you get 150.
No, I might struggle with that, but
Oh.
depends, because I don't know how much you get really realistically for Drinkwater or a Moses or a Zappacosta or I think Batshuayi's only got 1 year left, so you're not going to get.
I think Drinkwater's more of a we'll just release you sort of player, because he's not got anything to offer for me. James saying, I hear it's a case of fans will be escorted from the airport to a fan zone, then the stadium, then after the game escorted to the airport.
What a
Brilliant.
joke! Absolutely
Sounds brilliant. Looking forward to it.
The football.
Surfer, I'm in your kitchen.
Family. Yeah.
Surfer, I'm in your kitchen cooking food. What do you want?
Oh, check quick. He's actually. I know he's joking.
Could you imagine if Winter Surfer comes back out and there's genuinely a Velshwan in his
I
kitchen?
don't know what your definition of cooking is, but I think you'd have the toaster on too long. Yeah. I've got a firearm in it.
What we got here? Yes, I read this on the BBC News as part of the compensation package for Istanbul. They're being given the Super Cup final.
They must be thrilled with that. Super.
Well, I think they'll get the they'll just get Champions League next season.
Yeah, they'll just
The
get. That's
Super-
what I mean. Yeah.
They get the Super Cup. It could be one. Man United, Chelsea,
Yeah.
Man United, Man City. Probably sell more.
That's what you'd assume. Keep Alonso is what Usher says.
You
I
keep
think.
Alonso. You
You
keep
keep
Alonso.
No, look, he's been really good under Tuchel. Maybe if Tuchel likes him,
No,
as Andrew says a lot, what Tuchel wants, Tuchel gets.
That's what.
Yeah, but I think
Can I
that
say-
transfer is not.
Drop into the Europa League.
We're not dropping to Europa League. We'll win the Champions League anyway, so it don't matter for that anyway. So
Matthew, you couldn't stay on the United match reaction.
Yeah, you had to come here. Yeah. You had to come here.
What did I tell you about giving smoke to other teams when you
Yeah.
couldn't take it yourself?
So
Yeah, where were you yesterday? Huh? Where were you?
Tammy
yesterday?
Tamori total 60 million, 30 million each.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I think. Do you know what? No, I think given the financial things, I think you're going to see either a lot of swap deals or players included in deals. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you could see. Say if we wanted Declan Rice and they wanted Tammy, we rate Tammy at 40 million. They rate Rice at 70. Yeah. So what would be we go, okay, we'll give you Tammy plus 25 million or something like that, or 30 million, right?
Yeah.
And then it could be something like that realistically. Because there was a lot this summer.
Well, that's what United are apparently going to do with Jadon Sancho. They're going to use Lingard as a make weight for it,
and that'd be great.
We don't see Lingard dance around the Premier League anymore.
But this is not. Sad. But remember, this is not This is not American sports where you can just trade people for whatever. Jesse Lingard
no. But they would have to negotiate prices, of course.
Yeah.
As with any transfer you have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I actually quite like Ampadu, but I also just don't see a point. Don't see a spot opening for him in our team anytime soon. You have Zamora. Is that his name? Zamora.
Who?
What? Who?
You mean Zappacosta?
Zuma. Zamora.
I think Zuma might be one to go.
Is that shit? I've forgotten his name. You have Zuma at the back, so I'm pretty sure there's an opening for Ampadu. Ampadu actually is better than Zuma.
Well, there's an opening.
No.
Tomori.
Zuma. He is not better than Zuma at the minute.
Oh, well, there's definitely a potential for him to be clear of Zuma.
All Zuma needs to do is practice.
If Tuchel, like Niall said, if Tuchel sees Ampadu in training and likes what he does, then he's going to insist on keeping him. Okay, because that's what I want. If he sees potential, he wants to train him. Chelsea hierarchy do not loan these players out. I know you like to collect a lot of millions for these loan signings, but actually think about it. You know, that's why I don't want Gilmore or Cho being loaned out if Tuchel wants to keep them. So
Tuchel wants, Tuchel gets.
Exactly.
I actually don't have a problem with keeping Alonso as a backup, to be honest, especially now that we're playing with a back five. You could be going a back four though, if that's what Tuchel really wants to do.
Yeah.
And then Alonso has to go if you're going to a back four.
Yeah.
We just got to let Alonso go. Alonso needs to go.
No, there is an element of that. Is Tuchel find Alonso bad? Why he keep picking him over Chilwell?
But he doesn't now.
Hang on.
It's
Wait,
two
he's
different
played a couple games. He's played a couple games of Alonso. He's not picked Chilwell.
But also, Alonso does suit the five back better than Chilwell. And Chilwell's had to learn to it.
Actually, Chilwell can do well in a back five. Just that one game.
Chilwell's probably the poster boy for Tuchel and his management and his coaching, because he has really improved in that.
But Alonso started at the start because Alonso did the role.
Because he's best position.
That's the thing, right? And now Chilwell's had that.
That's the argument against, because he can only play that position, whereas you want someone to play both those positions, right? Chilwell can do. So that's what I would search for. I would search for someone who can play both their positions and then say, "Fuck off, Alonso." Get stuff.
Imagine not having the final to look forward to. Oh, he's saying that to Velv. Imagine being top of a group losing to Istanbul, Başakşehir, only needing 1 point to get into Europa League. You lost 6 home games in a row.
You could be the reason Liverpool will be back in the Champions League, though.
We've got 5 games all season. You've lost 6 in a row at home. Mara saying, I feel Alonso is better than Chilwell in attack. Imagine if Chilwell gets injured, we have to have a backup. Yeah, but I think what Andrew's saying in terms of you want someone who can do both roles, especially if you go into a back four. I do hear that.
Yeah.
But please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It does help us out over here, especially at the summer, because there's so much coming for you in the summer. So if you are new, we have Chelsea content, United content, Liverpool content, and Arsenal, and Plymouth Argyle, and England, and Formula One, and transfer updates. We have the lot. We do have the lot. But there was one thing that caught my eye in the press. Eden Hazard. Apparently, he wants to come back to Chelsea. Apparently, Real Madrid aren't too happy with Eden Hazard. Would you take him back?
I'm not
tricky one, isn't it?
I'm not big on sentiment. I really am not big on sentiment. I mean, I think we got the best out of Eden Hazard. It might be that he comes back a shell of the player, and I wouldn't want that to be the image of him. Do you know what I mean? Sort of like I know Gareth Bale has popped up now and again, but Gareth Bale has not been really a success at Spurs for the season, has it? If you really are honest, even Spurs fans would say that. I just don't. I just think Hazard. We got the very best of Eden. We got the very best of Eden Hazard, and I'd just rather just leave it like that. It's like I was on with Real Chris like on a Discord channel, and someone said, "Oh, maybe we should bring back David Luiz," and I was like, "No, why would we bring back David? If we're not going to bring back Eden Hazard, why would I bring back David Luiz? Why would I do that?"
I said
was
no
at
to
Chelsea.
David Luiz.
Yeah,
But David Luiz is like 34, 35, and he's tainted by Arsenal.
The big question is why wouldn't the big question is why wouldn't you bring back David Luiz? Such a talent.
Yeah, but no, if this story had been we got Eden Hazard at 21 and he'd only been with us for 3 years, and then he'd gone to Madrid for 2 years, been sensational, and now wants to come back. There's a different story, right? You still got him at 26 or something, still in the prime of his career. Let's go. He's got so much proof, but he's turning 30, I think, this year. If I'm not correct. Yeah. We've had the best of him, and he's had so many injuries now. He's basically been injured constantly for 2 years, hasn't he? Since he's been at Real Madrid, and it's like.
Yeah, but
it's like an older version.
What about Tuchel? He can save Hazard's injury career. He's doing it with Pulisic. He's doing it with Kante.
But then you're sacrificing the potential. Listen, we're linked with Sancho. I don't want him over Sancho. I don't want him over Pulisic. Pulisic is just getting over his injuries now. I don't want him over sacrifice. Look, Ziyech is. We might see a different Ziyech next season with a different formation. You know. I don't want. Do you sacrifice him over Cho? No, I wouldn't want to sacrifice him over Cho because Cho's 20. Cho's 20 and has got so much potential there. So why would I sacrifice that?
And Ziyech has always been better in Europe, hasn't he? Well,
yeah, he's scored some. He's had some big moments this season. He scored in some important games this season. So
I know that. What about you, Chris and Dan? Would you take Hazard back?
I do basically agree with Andrew, but it's depending what price. If it's a dirt cheap price, then maybe, but I don't see it being dirt cheap, so no. Yeah. But that's my short answer of it, because I don't know, I just don't see it happening either, in all fairness. I can't see it happening. I just can't.
Neither do I. Dan, what about you? Would you take Hazard back?
I love Hazard, but nope.
Nice and sweet and simple, love it. Russ saying, okay, so what is the most important position for us to strengthen in all of your positions?
Ooh, I know one.
Striker, isn't it?
Striker.
After Wednesday,
I'm going to say goal scoring.
I know this is an outrageous. I don't care how much he is. Get Harry Kane, because I just think he's one of the most clinical strikers I've seen.
It depends on if Kane wants to go to Chelsea, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know that, but
listen, the only opposition is Daniel Levy, isn't it? That's the only opposition. If Kane wanted to go, that's fine. But it's a striker. After I know we beat Real Madrid, but we should have beaten them 5 or 6. Yeah. And Wednesday we just needed that person who doesn't, you don't see him for 88 minutes and they pop up and score. Do you know what I mean? That's all I want. Yeah. I don't know. I don't care if this striker can do fancy flicks, nutmegs. I don't give a fuck. Just put your foot through the ball and smash it into the goal. I don't care if it takes 18 deflections. Just smash that bugger in. Do you know what I mean? All this side foot finishing crap that I'm saying. Just put your laces through it. Like Alan Shearer style. Just boot it.
Yeah.
Just boot it in. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank style. Just smash it.
Michael Johnson used to be good at scoring, man.
You talk about how we couldn't score it. You talk about how we didn't score. I think it's just in the stars why we couldn't score in that game, because that game was so weird how we couldn't score. We couldn't score those 2 shots hitting the post. We couldn't score Pulisic scoring his easy cross. Kai Havertz couldn't score. It's in the stars. There's a reason why we lost against Arsenal at home. There's a reason.
Yeah, the reason is that we couldn't finish. In the
first there's a reason. The reason is because we're winning Champions League this year.
Oh, shut up, Chris. I'm
Yes.
having this.
I think we're going to win it too, but I'm not going to keep saying it.
Ross saying supposedly Real Madrid are willing to accept an offer for 50 million for Hazard.
That's
50
nice of
million
them.
pounds.
That's...
I don't want him anywhere near Chelsea anymore.
50 million pounds too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Take a
Dylan
zero
saying,
off
just came here to remind everyone that Mason Greenwood is the best youngster in the league. This is true.
I'm at his second then.
Wolf saying Spanish media and Real Madrid fans are crucifying Eden Hazard. You'll see him back at Chelsea. No, I don't think they do want to.
Nope.
You spelt Mason's surname wrong, Dylan. Mounp.
He's right. Yeah.
Is Mount even young enough to be classed as?
I don't.
No,
He's
he's
22. He's 22. I don't class him as
22 now.
Yeah,
Was it 21 and
he's
under?
He's not a young.
I'm 21.
Kai Havertz has been and Mason.
He's sort
what's
of.
his name?
He's
Mason
sort of
Greenwood.
in that in between.
I'll say that
area.
yet.
Sort of,
Eventually.
he's in between being a youngster and being a sort of like any. He's in that sort of Rashford bracket, and you definitely can't cast Rashford as a.
Oh yeah,
youngster.
Rashford's 23, isn't he? 23 or 24?
Yeah,
23,
24. So he's in that in between age, being an adult and being a youngster. I just he's a teenager in the football world. That's how we'll call it. Greenwood's a kid. Young man.
I'd say with Mason Greenwood suit our style up front.
Well, yeah, but that's just a ridiculous statement to even make, because I don't even think he would do that. So that was the pointless 5 seconds of your life to be saying that. Dylan saying, Russ, to be fair, Mount is so good. So is Greenwood. So they've come to an agreement. I think I like the Chelsea team as a United fan. I am jealous. I can understand.
I think he's jealous of our depth. Our depth is unreal.
What's the age limit for young player this season? 23.
It's 23, I think, but that's ridiculous. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
23 is what I mean.
I wouldn't say 20. It shouldn't be 23.
Should be under 21. Should be under 21.
Well, maybe 20. Yeah, maybe 21.
21.
What makes me laugh now is when they give the young. They'll say who the young player of the year is, and it's like a 22-year-old. It's like, well, why don't you just name him the best player in the league then as well? Why is it someone else is better than him? And why does it have to have a young player? Why can't it just be player of the season? Why does it have to be a young player?
Want someone else who's more better than him to be?
I agree. It's too old. No, I do hear that. The last question before the quiz, because I do need to try and wrap up briefly.
What we're here for?
Because I have things that Andrew knows exactly what I've got to do between these shows, so I do try and wrap it up as quickly as humanly possible.
Making it a bit dodgy.
If anyone watches a social PA, could you apply to send a DM to Niall, please? He might need help with a few things.
Yes.
You two can talk about this next question. I'll be back in a minute.
Right. Thomas Tuchel to be given £150 million out of the Chelsea war chest. That's base as well. That's base.
Yeah.
So that's not including what's coming after all of these signings. So do you think that's going to be enough for Thomas Tuchel to put his own little mark on the team?
Well, seeing as the price tag for Haaland is near enough 150 million, I don't and Lukaku's over 100 million and Kane's over 100 million. I don't think, like you say, it's a base, right? I love these stories. 150 million pound war chest. Who's told you this? Has Roman told you this? Roman will spend whatever he wants to spend. Did anyone say at the start of last season, oh, Frank Lampard's got a 260 million pound war chest? No, they didn't. We just spent what we wanted. Listen, no, the priorities have changed now for me. Who we want, like we just discussed the previous question. I go striker, I go centre midfielder, and I go defender. As those are the top three main centre back. Those are the top three main priorities this season. And near enough spine, and then other supplementary things. But we're going to, like you say, we're going to sell a load of talent. We make most of our money off the loans as well. I mean, Barkley loaned to Aston Villa this season is £12 million for a loan deal. And
our loan system's amazing.
And he's not even. There's not even an option to buy. They just loaned him for 12 million. We paid 15 million for him.
Exactly.
So
Chelsea are smart, aren't they?
Yeah, they're smart when it comes to the loans.
But Chris, what do you make of 150 war chest?
I do I do agree with Andrew, like the positions we need. I think we'll get more than 150 million. I think we'll get like 200 to 250 when Tuchel delivers. I know. I think when Tuchel delivers that Champions League back to Stamford Bridge with the FA Cup, like Roman's gonna see that and give Tuchel what he wants, hopefully. So
if we win the Champions League, if we win the FA Cup Champions League and finish 3rd or 4th, Roman is going to stop building his next $400 million yacht and just give all the funds to him for the transfers.
Yeah, no, I do hear that.
Just build an elite team. Build an elite team. No one wants to face.
He can do whatever
I want a Aubameyang. Not Aubameyang. Mbappe.
Wow.
I don't want Aubameyang. I don't want.
If you stop talking now, because you've just said create a team that no one wants.
Go to the corner, Chris.
And Aubameyang was the first name out of your mouth. I don't know what
that's going to be clipped.
That is being clipped. That is being clipped. Jeannie, I will message you. Actually, I'll do it myself. Jesse Lingard is a very young player and very promising prospect. He's only 28. He's got the whole career ahead of him. But obviously it's that way for a long time. Players are coming in to the first team a lot younger these days, which is why I think 23 seems too old.
It's mad. Yeah, it's mad because as soon as a player turns 30, they're deemed non-essential when it comes to 30.
23 is young as Salah and De Bruyne won that elite at 23. Yeah, exactly. But we've progressed a lot since then. Believe it or not. Most talents come up at the age of 17, 18 now. Russ saying apparently Verratti is one of Tuchel's priorities. Thoughts?
I mean, if PSG would sell Verratti, then I'd test them on who's the centre back? Who's the PSG centre back? Marquinhos. I'd test them on Mbappe. You know what I mean? If they wouldn't sell Verratti, I'd test them on all them three. I'd say, okay, well then we'll just give you. Here's £400 million. We'll just give you these, stuff like that. But Verratti, see, the problem is, this came up after Jorginho. It came up on the day. I think it came on Wednesday, and now it's intensified since Jorginho dropped a clanger in just one game, right? Yeah. Listen, we need quality. We need quality help and depth in that midfield. We need one or two more people in that midfield to cover everything, especially now if we go to a 4-2-3-1 or if we go to a 4-3-3, because that means we're going to need at least 6 players to cover those 3 positions. So, let me turn down Verratti. No, I don't think so. Yeah, Verratti comes. Brilliant, yeah.
That's sound. That is sound. Ross, not Ross.
Daniel,
Chris, what do you think of that?
On the comment,
I would take him, but PSG let him go. That's it.
I'm with Andrew now. I'd definitely take Verratti, and I will try to take Marquinhos, Mbappe. I almost said Aubameyang again in my head. Yeah.
Why have you got Aubameyang in your mind?
I think because Lampard wanted him last season. I don't know.
Lampard did want him. Yeah.
Well, clearly, Chris absolutely requires Aubameyang at Chelsea. And Chris,
don't let me be in charge of the transfers. I'll be saying, who do you want? I'll say Aubameyang in my head, and then just go off. I'm thinking Mbappe in my head.
Dylan saying, class. Surfer, do you want seasoning with the chicken?
Well, I'm getting. As you can see, I've shut my door. Right, I've shut my door. There is something below this to stop people coming in. Okay, so you keep. I don't want any. If you're in my kitchen, I don't want anything that you've touched. Okay, I don't know what you put on it. Okay, yeah. I don't know what you put on it. Okay, so please exit my premises. Okay, please.
This is getting creepy now.
This is absolutely hilarious. But it's that time of the week again. Of course, it is the quiz time. I just realised my stopwatch had carried on going from the Arsenal lot, so it's been going on for about 3 days now. I love it. Absolutely love it. But as everyone knows, you get a minute to look at the picture. You have to give your answer. Well, you don't have to give it to me with any specific time. but as quick as possible. But a minute to look at a picture, I need the score, the year, and the competition. So, are we all ready?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes,
Let's do this.
Andrew,
this is your
you
first
ready?
one. This is your first one.
Wait.
This is
Wait.
Premier League 2014 1-0. Lampard scored.
Yeah. When Lampard
very-
accidentally scored.
Yep.
No, he actually wanted to score.
Nah, it came off his leg.
So, picture number 2 is this one.
Oh.
Oh my.
This is 2005 Premier League 2-2.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you remember the scoreline?
No, sorry, not 2-2, not 2-2, 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 to who?
2-0 to Chelsea. 2-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah,
Right.
going in. 2-0.
2-0 Chelsea. I was thinking of the previous.
See, I
year
did not
when it
know the
was 2-2.
scoreline. I knew it was
So,
around
yeah.
2000.
I believe, I think Robin and Joe Cole scored.
Picture number 3 is this one.
Wait.
Guys, that's got to be the Champions League game, right? That's got to be.
Yeah, that's a Champions League game.
So 2009 Champions League 4-all. That's 4-all.
Yeah, because he scored that penalty because his mum passed away. Didn't he?
He scored. Yeah, no. This was the year after. This is the one we scored twice. Yeah. So it's 2009 Champions League 4-all.
Yeah.
Okay, picture number 4.
Oh, you
really?
bastard! Yes. All right. Champions League final 2008. 1-0 after 90 minutes and injury time, and we lost on penalties. I don't know the penalty score.
I remember John Terry slipping.
4-3 or 5-4
it was
or something like that.
4-3. Yeah, 4-3.
No, it's 4-3. Yeah, I think Ronaldo missed, didn't he? Ronaldo missed.
Yeah, Ronaldo missed, yeah.
2008
and Alcra and Terry missed for us.
And your last picture is this one.
Oh, this is 2008 Premier League 4-all.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
That one looks hard.
No,
I have no clue.
I just don't disagree. I just don't disagree with Andrew. There's no point.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I have no clue with this one.
Yes, 4-all 2008 Champions League. That's Premier League.
Andrew went with that confidence.
Sorry, I don't mean to take over.
we love to see it. We do love to see it indeed.
That was quick.
Unbelievable. I nearly didn't answer that after that fourth one. Just bringing back bad memories.
Yeah. Niall.
When you said hard, you mean hard to look at?
I thought it was the 6-0 or the 5-3 versus Arsenal.
What?
I could have chose a different pictures. As you can imagine, there's plenty of pictures of that game. I could have chose another one, which would have been even harder.
That one. You know what? You're absolutely right. Because I don't think without the goal scoring pictures, anything else, I might have struggled on that because that was all I could really remember. So
I could have just picked Terry sat on the floor.
That would have been easier.
I think I would remember that too.
And Andrew would have given up on life at that point. Andrew would have given up on life. But let's go through them. The first one was Manchester City 1, Chelsea 1, Premier League 2014. It was indeed Frank Lampard that scored the equaliser for Manchester City.
Super Frank.
The second one was Arsenal 0, Chelsea 2, Premier League 2005.
Yeah.
The third one was Chelsea 4, Liverpool 4 in the Champions League in 2009.
Yeah.
The fourth one was in fact Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1, 3-4 after penalties. Mr. John Terry slipping on his great big arse. In the Champions League final in Russia, it was in Moscow, wasn't it? In 2008. In the rain, Fergie in a white coat for the first time I've ever seen. And the fifth one was Tottenham 4, Chelsea 4 in the Premier League in 2008. So you come out of that with full marks. Arsenal had a howler. So you've extended the gap between you and Arsenal. You just need to try and close down United and Liverpool. Theirs is coming up next. But we have come to the end of the show. A big thanks to absolutely everyone that has been watching. Scott Carson making his debut tonight, first Premier League start.
What?
Since-
For Scott
See?
Carson in goal versus Newcastle.
Yeah, well, they don't need to. They've won the title. Why do they need to play Edison for?
Oh yeah. But still, would be funny.
Wow, they have Stefan. Okay then.
I know.
Big
Should
up
be
to
funny.
Scott Carson. A big up to Scott Carson indeed. But we've come to the end of the show. We'll be back here at 8 p.m. with the Liverpool boys. They're going to be in a very good mood, believe it or not. I can't imagine
For the first time.
they'll
First
be
time in
a
weeks.
good mood. No, no, it's going to be refreshing to see them all smiley, smiley and happy.
You're not going to
but
recognise some of them now with smiling. The smiles.
I
on
know,
their
mate.
faces.
I know. But do us a favour and subscribe to the channel and like the video. Make sure you do like the video as well. Val saying, yes, man, like Carson, our former goalkeeper. Yes,
yeah.
indeed. But before we go, Dan, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at CFC Daniel MTG. You can follow me on the Chelsea Show every Friday at 6 o'clock. And because of Andrew, because he likes Mendy like me, we're part of the Edward Mendy Appreciation Society.
Excellent. And Andrew, where can they find you?
On this channel, whenever Niall leads me on this Chelsea Show on Fridays, as much as I can make it, which will hopefully be every single one. Reactions, Charles Strong TV, Chelsea watch-alongs, other shows. On Bits and Bob's channel on 7 p.m. Tuesdays, Corner of the Cobham, Chelsea podcast. If you go to the Winter Surfer, you'll find a pinned tweet from my Prime and Will's channel, Geek channel, called Nexus, and also a link to KH and Football with Kai, Slens, Marshall, and Will. I think we're doing a late video today about 11 o'clock, so you can come and join us then, sort of an FA Cup preview mashup. So come join us then. Thank you very much.
100%. And Chris, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Twitter at RealChris50. Not lately, actually. Been hiding. But
I never
after the
hide on
Arsenal
like
loss, I had to be a bit quiet after that Arsenal game. And yeah, I'm everywhere as well. Like, I'm everywhere on channels. I'm on this great channel. I'm on other great channels too. So yeah, yeah, that's where you can find me.
100%. Make sure you do check out everyone. Some comments here. Sonny made me angry at the result with his silliness.
He had a nightmare.
It's because his football. He doesn't have a clue about football.
Oh man,
I'm almost certain of it. Aguero not even on the bench. Ooh,
wow,
Aguero.
on the bench.
I wonder why.
I'm saying, can I come on? We're just wrapping up, I'm afraid. Because I actually need to get some food in me before my next show. But I will get you on here for a show very, very soon. That is for sure. Professor saying, do you think he's been dropped completely because of what happened last Saturday? If he has, then Pep's a bit of a twat. But I've always thought Pep's a twat. But
that'd be mad.
That would be mad. But we're going to end it there. We're ending it there because I need to, as I say, I need to eat before the next show. You can find our socials at Let's Talk EPL on Twitter and No Context LTPL on Twitter as well. Instagram at Let's Talk EPL _ and obviously also on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. All the socials have been on the ticker, swollen throughout the whole show. So do make sure that you check all of them out and go check out everyone that's been on the show. As I said, we'll be back in 45 minutes with the Liverpool show. Very, very happy boys they are. And until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you at 8 p.m. But until then,